This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So I've got another Dracula figure to show you guys. I just got done showing off the brand new NECA Christopher Lee as Dracula figure. This guy also showed up in the mail today. This is the new Marvel Legends Dracula. He's cool, but this really isn't what I think of when I think of Marvel's Dracula. I guess this is the way he's depicted in the comics now. Me being an old school fan of the Marvel monsters, I think of Tomb of Dracula. I wish they would get around to making a version of, that Dracula. I ordered this because he is a cool looking vampire figure. It's not Dracula to me, but it is a cool looking vampire. Hopefully, one of these days, they get off their ass and they make a good looking Tomb of Dracula. I gave this guy a slight repaint in the face. He came very, very plain. I'll show you guys what I did. I'm thinking of painting the armor too. He comes in this kind of flamboyant red armor. And I think maybe they were trying to go for the look of Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula in the beginning of the film when he's in that wolf armor and it's red, and it works in that movie because he's got an amazing helmet that pulls it all off, and it's more of like a brick red. This is more of like a fire engine red, and he's wearing tights. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm thinking of painting the armor sort of a gunmetal gray. Yeah, I think that might be cool. Anyway, here is his face. It's a nice face sculpt, but it was a shit paint job. I gave the skin a few washes in gray to show off those cheekbones and those lines on the sides of his mouth by his nose, and then up there in the forehead. I gave the hair a slight gray wash too, because his hair was just sort of like a boring chunk of white plastic. I don't know, it just kind of looks lazy. A lot of times these Marvel Legends figures have really nice sculpt work, but shit paint job. And you give it a little bit of paint and the figure looks way better. I repainted, excuse me, I repainted the inside of his mouth, and I painted all that purple bruised look around his eyes. None of that was there. So to show you guys what it looked like when I got it, this is the other head that he comes with. Right? Hang on. Focus. So just a boring sort of cream colored face. The eyes have slight purplish bruising, but not a lot. Nothing that screams Lord of the Undead. So, and the gray on his face really makes those cheekbones and the wrinkles pop. And then the hair is just kind of boring, said the bald man. Yeah, so I touched it up. Anyway, I think he's not half bad looking now. He comes with this big old sword. So he's kind of a cool figure now. I still don't think of him as Dracula. I just think he's like a cool warrior vampire. A knight, a vampire knight. Yeah, it sure would be cool if they could make a Tomb of Dracula version. He does come with 2 fists. So he can punch. But I don't really think of Dracula as a puncher. I think of him as a slashing, tearing, and biting. But yeah, that is a look at the new Marvel Legends Dracula. Yeah, if you show it a little bit of love with just a little bit of paint, it's not a bad figure. He looks pretty cool. Doesn't look like Dracula, but it does look like a cool monster action figure. All right, guys, I will be back with some more monsters very soon. Take it easy. Happy Halloween.